From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport. And driven by Victor Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Welcome. Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. Danny, nice to see you. I haven't seen you since, when? Last Thursday?
Last Thursday, yeah. How you doing, man?
Got a nice Christmas ornament from a listener.
Oh, wow, a Billified Christmas ornament.
They made that for us, and it says, congratulations on one hell of a year. Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and continued success in 2024, and no return address, no anything.
No name.
No name, no nothing.
That's
nothing,
awesome.
Very
nothing
nice.
There. Yeah, it's nice. I thought that was kind of cool. We had
got to put it on the tree, take a picture.
I had it on the tree earlier.
Next to the two gingerbread people
that are banging.
Playing patty cake.
The banging people.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Never heard of this brown chicken, brown.
You never heard of it?
I know brown chicken, brown, but I didn't know brown chicken.
Yeah, what do you get when you cross a brown chicken and a brown cow?
What do you get?
Brown chicken, brown cow. It's right up there with kicking boots.
Yeah.
Did you get laid around the holidays? I'm just wondering. I mean, it doesn't matter for me. It's 365 days of agony, but...
Do I get laid around the holidays?
Yeah, do women usually get a little horny? Like, hey, they want that big gift, you know,
they see the lights, it just, my God, the lights.
It's baby Jesus' birthday. Let's put the kids to bed early and, you know, don't forget I want that Jaguar in the driveway. Yeah.
The big bow on it. Dougie Fresh in the house.
In the house, baby. Glad to be here.
I asked on Facebook today, $51,000 shows up in your bank account out of the oblivion. A lot of people say out of the blue. I'll say out of you're oblivious. It just shows up there. What do you do?
Call the bank.
You call the bank.
Yeah.
Call the bank.
I call the bank.
Doug, what do you do?
I pay off all my bills and go to Vegas. Find out where Sammy Hagar's playing. Or go to a concert.
On Facebook, Rob said withdrawal, withdrawal, withdrawal. Donna said first reaction, yes. Second reaction, call the bank. Kevin on Facebook said take it out and leave this state. Pablo said ask where the other $49,000 is. And then Georgie said, tell the bank it's a mistake. I actually had this happen to me before, but it was only $4,000. I called to check if my paycheck went in, and they gave me $4,000 and something balanced. And I said, what was the deposit? They stated from your taxes. I said, I didn't do my taxes yet. Needless to say, if I spent the money, I have to pay it back. So back then in my 20s, living paycheck to paycheck, that wasn't going to happen. So glad I did the right thing. And then Rob says, it'll never happen, so it doesn't matter. Well, Rob, never say never.
Did it happen?
It happened to somebody, yes.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, good for them.
It did.
It's a clerical error?
I don't know. State police out of Wolcott.
Oh, it's always Wolcott.
Yeah. Received a report last month, very end of the month, right around Black Friday, November 28th.
That's a perfect time to
From
get
the
free money.
Lions National Bank in the village of Wolcott. They made a mistake while depositing $51,000 plus in checks, and they put it in the wrong account of a person with a similar name. Following an investigation, dude named Jason Brunton, he's 51. He was arrested for grand larceny in the third degree. Now, it's not...
Because the money landed in his account?
Upon finding the wrong deposit in his account, he went on a spending spree. Reportedly purchased a Harley-Davidson motorcycle.
He probably went to Geneva. That's stop in Geneva.
Yep. Paying past rent and child support payments. Doing some good.
In arrears.
Yeah. And investigators stated Brunton spent over $10,000 before he was stopped.
Okay.
He was catching up. That's what I say. I go, if I'm the person, then I had the $10,000.
Not my mistake.
No, it's not.
Right.
See, now I'm thinking, well, hang on a second. If I'm the person and if the bank fucks up, right? And and it's supposed to be my $51,000, but I got a business and we're doing well, and this was just like, I don't know, a weekend deposit. We picked that up over the weekend. I may just say to this guy, you know what? Did you pay your back child support? The kids all caught up? You got all that? Fine. Fine. Just don't kill yourself in the Harley. That would be my thing. This guy told investigators that he believed the check deposits were from a supposed customer since he claimed to be a type of contractor. They don't say what. And he admitted, however, there was no one owing him over $51,000 in checks, and it clearly was a mistaken deposit. But since he spent it. So now we get this poor guy, he gets arrested. You know, he's probably been on the balls of his ass forever and ever. Now all of a sudden he's in. But I got to tell you, if that happened to me, I'd be a little scared. Kind of like you're being tested in a way.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You ever feel like
don't the police investigate deposits or not the police, but doesn't the bank look at deposits like that and put a hold on stuff?
I'm surprised they can't go back into your account. They put it in there. Why can't they go in and take it out?
True.
Right? I mean, it's their fuck up.
I guess you have to report the mistake.
Yeah. Does
I don't know how it works. I've never had $51,000 in my bank. I barely have $51 in my bank account.
If you
have 51 cents.
Here's the thing. I'm not sure, but aren't all banks? Don't all bank accounts have an online presence? In other words, if you have a bank account, or a checking account, savings account, you should have a record of it online. Shouldn't that be the case?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, then you could go and see where this money came from.
Yeah.
Okay. And
well,
then,
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
so there's
this guy's.
That's my
down,
point.
He's in the rears.
That's
on
my
shit.
point.
He goes, God damn, man, I'm rich. I'm rich. $51,000.
My prayers have come true.
Yes. Doug, you know it's true.
I can buy myself a down payment on a Chick-fil-A.
Well, now let me ask you something, though. Do you believe that, and I asked this, and it is a bit of a loaded question. I'll admit it up front, Danny.
Okay.
But does God test you?
Yes.
God does test you?
All the time.
I don't think God tests you.
All the time,
Nah,
man.
jeez.
He tests your heart. He tests your mind.
All right. When was the last time you felt like you were being tested? Whether it be God or the universe or whatever. Because I don't think you're tested. I think that life's always coming at you, and you kind of know the right thing to do. This dude knew that this wasn't his fucking money.
Okay, I don't want to brag about this.
Oh.
I was buying Christmas presents, and
When? This year?
yeah, like a couple weeks ago. I was
Okay.
buying Christmas presents, and
Anything?
She didn't scan the watch. She put it in the
she
bag.
didn't scan something.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, did she scan that? So I go back to my car.
Yeah.
And I look at the receipt. I go, no,
Yeah.
she didn't. So I brought back the gift. I said, hey, look, you didn't
Was it
scan
a
this.
Buffalo Bills flask and glasses?
That'll be $1.55. Now, okay, you want to know something?
Yeah.
I have in the past done the same thing. But I never felt like I was being tested. I just felt like it was the right thing to do.
Well, yeah.
I can't go on my conscience feeling like I ripped somebody off. And I know that they're
Well, no,
rushed.
yeah.
And the store's probably not going to miss the $19 or whatever, $50.
It's all the cost of
$75.
doing business.
You know,
don't rationalize that.
well,
Do the right thing,
yeah.
people. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
God's watching you.
I don't know. I just think that your job is to stay buoyant. But there should be a reward for the person that does say, hey, the bank fucked up. And what about the person that accidentally screwed up the name because they're in a rush, and Phelps looks like, I don't know.
Helps.
And so they
I help myself to the money.
You know what I mean? And so doesn't that person get, I don't know, can they get fined, ding, something? I don't want them to get fired. It's a mistake.
I had a roommate who got fired from a bank for a screw up like that.
Really?
Oh yeah, like you can't screw up. That is one thing
What do
you
you mean
cannot
you
screw up. You cannot screw up people's money.
No, you can't.
You cannot screw up people's
No, but
money.
I understand that.
Even on payroll, like you can't be off a cent. They get I mean, it's
Well, yeah, because
it's people's livelihood.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And it's the business, and then it's accounting errors, and you got to go back. Believe me, I'm learning all that shit. It's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun, right?
No, it's not.
No,
Doug.
it's not.
It's not.
You want to put some people in a stockade, the Hooskow. Oh, Billy wants his $51,000 back. I did nothing wrong. Oh no, there go all my notes.
$51,000 would be a nice little punch in the pocket.
Yeah, it would. Didn't we give away $51,000 once at CMF? Or it was $9,650 we gave away for naming the show?
I think it ended
Mike
up
Wall named it, right?
Yes.
The break room.
Yes. Yes, that is true.
Yeah, we never gave away $51,000.
No, and we're not giving away $51,000
We didn't get bonus
here.
cumulatively $51,000.
But we're giving no. We're giving a $100 gift card to the spa at Del. Well, actually, let me
Woodcliff.
Yeah, the Woodcliff. I just caught that.
At the Tug and Rub on East Main. Talk to Sonia.
That's what he meant. Yes.
The Woodcliff
Chastity.
Hotel and Spa.
Diamond.
You can go to woodcliffhotelspa.com.
Yes,
and find out.
woodcliffhotelspa.com.
So people are calling 585-206-8866.
It's hard to beat the guy whose kid got kicked out of daycare.
That
We
is
got to
true.
get the backstory on this.
That is true. That is going to be now. These are two more coming in that I weeded out a lot of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there were just some.
I'm just having a rough year.
Yeah, somebody tried calling. I should have got this one person. They tried changing their voice a few times.
Hey, Bill, this is Kyle. I think that my wife and I could use that gift yourself at the spa at Woodcliff. We've had quite the month. Our son moved out a week ago. We moved my mother-in-law into assisted living this past weekend. We're moving my mother into senior living this coming month. Painted 2 bedrooms in the past 2 weeks to appease her since there's no kid in the house any longer. And since we've been married, I've never gone into the wife's purse either. I think it is her own space. Totally agree with you. And to top it all off, I've listened to every Billified podcast since the beginning and love it. And I would love to be in the running for one of those.
Yeah, come on.
Thanks so much, Bill.
Where's the violin in the background?
I'll tell you what, assisted living and senior living is expensive.
Did he say that he painted 2 rooms for his wife?
Yeah. Because the kid's out of the house now?
Yeah, you know what you want her out of the house for a little while. I'm just saying, I understand.
I want to
get it,
gift myself. I want to give myself
Yes.
a break.
Gift yourself.
Okay.
All right, here's another call, 585-206-8866.
Hey, I'm putting in for the spa because I almost died 6 weeks ago, and my wife actually called 911 for me. I put it on your post.
Oh, me too.
Instead of just letting me die on the floor, she actually called 911. The ambulance came, got me to the hospital, and I did not die of a heart attack. So that is my rationale for trying to win the Woodcliff spa getaway. That I picked a good one, and she deserves it. Give me a call.
All right,
Hopefully I win. See ya.
She saved your life. You're giving her a gift. I mean,
You're
it's
not
nice.
buying her one.
No,
You're trying to win a free one.
Look, I got it.
She saved your life.
Yes.
And wait, let me get this straight. You know, most people, when they find out that they've beaten cancer,
Yeah.
right, or they tell you if you have a heart attack, your whole perspective on life changes, right? This guy doesn't die of a heart attack, and the first thing he wants to do is call a podcast to win a free gift card for his wife who saved his life.
I like it. It's very kind.
I'll tell you what, he's honest.
Yeah, it's very kind.
He's being honest.
It's because you know sometimes he'll have more money than to spend on himself. I don't know. If your wife saves you, I get it. Now you can go take her to a nice dinner there. It'll go toward the dinner. That'd be nice.
I got a story.
Now, of course you do.
Back home, picture it, Silver Creek, New York.
Here we go.
1949.
1949. Oh, 1999.
This guy that we knew, he died of a heart attack. His wife found him on the floor.
Yeah.
And she didn't call 911. And the reason she didn't call 911 at first is because he had...
They live on Eucalyptus Street, and she couldn't spell it when the 911 operator asked
She was
her.
dyslexic.
So she
119 wasn't working.
She said, I'll drag him over to Main Street, and I'll meet you there.
No, she called...
I love that joke.
It's one of my favorites.
No, she called the dig people, and they dug him a grave before, like, think before you dig, call before you dig.
Yeah.
No, so he used to pretend he was dead all the time.
What?
Like, he would, like, lay on the floor like he had a heart attack, and she'd be like, after the 5th or 6th time, she's like, all right, enough. He would do this routinely.
I got the Witherspoon joke, but I would never do that joke.
She goes, come on, quit screwing around. She kicks him a couple times. 5 minutes go by. She's like, okay, the joke's over. You've done it 100 times.
Come on.
He was dead. Now, they say the odds were, and I think they always tell you this.
From the great book of Silver Creek. Games not to play.
Yeah.
More bear attacks and heart attacks.
True story. And I knew this guy, too. I'm like, well, what happened? They're like, well, he had a heart attack. I go, what do you mean, well? And that's where the well story came in. We're like, he used to pull this stupid prank on his wife that he was dead, lying on the kitchen floor.
Why would it be funny?
He thought it was funny. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not funny. Well,
have you seen
Now,
the
EMTs told her, "Hey, look, there's nothing you could do." But I think they tell everybody that.
Yeah, of course they do.
Tell your joke, because I'm
the joke?
Yeah, the eucalyptus
I
joke.
love the eucalyptus.
All right, tell it. This is an old joke. I haven't heard it in a while.
Yeah, well,
Okay. I've never heard this.
I think you have heard it.
Okay.
Because I did it on stage.
Was it your
Go ahead.
joke?
No, it's an old joke.
sold
I
it.
just took it. No. It's like an old joke.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll give you two.
Oh,
like-
Carlos Mencia. Okay.
No, these are just old standard jokes. But what I did was I said, we were out in 315. I go, hey, I hear you just got 911 out here. They were trying to get it to all the streets and stuff. A friend of mine lives out here, and his wife had a heart attack, and he called up, and they said, where do you live? He goes, 111 Eucalyptus. And they go, sir, we can't find that on our maps. And they said, maybe you could help us out. Could you spell it? And he goes, tell you what, how about I drag her over to Main Street and meet you there? I love that joke. I love that joke.
I've never heard
heard
that.
that.
I've never heard that. No.
How
I've never-
did you never hear that?
No, but then again, remember that Bob and Tom bit about the deer? And,
Yeah.
and I never heard that either. I found it.
What's the?
It's about a deer in a telephone booth or something.
No, that was
I can't remember what the joke was. But the point was
no,
like,
that was Bob Wolf, but it was an old one where a guy calls up and says, I picked up a deer. I hit a deer on the side of the road. I picked it up, put it in the back windshield, and all of a sudden the goddamn thing came alive. It kicked out my back windshield, and it was biting the back of my neck. Where's the deer now? I'm in a motherfucking phone
I remember
booth.
that from
Yeah.
years ago.
yeah, so I found that once. Like,
Yeah.
Bill, you got to hear this audio. and you're like, Dan,
This has been around.
this has been around for like 30 years.
Yeah, it was.
But you brought it up on the air. You're like, this is like, it's like
Well,
you can pick a point. It was generational.
Yes, the thing is, like, so many things that we, especially today,
Yeah.
like that we miss all the time. Like I always there's an old joke that I always loved too.
Then tell it.
This was where a guy goes to Mulconry's and he gets really, really like hammered drunk, and he's sitting there and all of a sudden he pukes down his shirt. And he goes, oh, my God. Ah, shit. My wife is going to kill me. I'm all drunk. I puked down my shirt. Guy goes, tell you what. Take $10, put it in your back pocket. Tell your wife there was another guy here who was really drunk. You were helping him to the bathroom, and he threw up on you, but he gave you $10 to get your shirt cleaned. It's a great idea. Thanks, man. Thanks so much. Guy comes home later that night, and his wife goes, oh, my God, what happened to you? He goes, oh, tells the story. I was helping this guy to the bathroom, and he gave me $10. I puked on me and gave me $10 to have my shirt cleaned. He reaches in his back pocket, and he pulls out a 20. She goes, why do you have a 20? He goes, because he shit my pants, too. Hey! Oh! Hey! Now, you know where I heard
You're
that?
supposed to tell the drunk, yeah. Oh, she goes, what's that smell? He goes, oh, I'm sorry. This guy got drunk and threw up all over me. He gave me money, $20 to clean my shirt. She goes, this is $40. You go, yeah, he's shitting my pants, too.
You did a better job.
Wow.
That's a better sell. It's a better sell. You know where I heard that joke was Fallon told it to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, over FaceTime. We were FaceTiming during the pandemic, and oh no, it was after that because I was doing something at the comedy club, and he goes, do this one on stage. So he told that. I hadn't heard that.
No, it's an oldie,
Yeah,
buddy.
that is an oldie. Very old. That's the thing. All right, we'll take a moment. Coming up earlier today, by the way, I think we'll give these two guys each.
A gift card?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the one from last week. I'll
Okay.
see if we get a hold of him.
All right.
Yeah, and maybe we'll wrap this up. Well, we'll give it another day.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to take a shot, you got to beat the guys that you heard today.
And
And you got to hear the kid who got thrown
Oh,
out.
I'm gonna put a group text of the women I know because they're gonna want Woodcliff and they're gonna give you some very, very good reasons.
I would love that.
Okay.
I would love to see them at the
What is
Woodcliff.
it? 585
206
206.
8866. Earlier today, Carrie Dorracha.
Okay.
Dorracher?
No, her name is Dorcha. Carrie Dorcha, the food and beverage director at the Woodcliff Hotel and Spa, stopped by. And this conversation has some value to it. We will get into that next. But first.